Hello everyone, I'm Sean Guerrero with the Legacy Group. I'm a loan officer inside of this awesome group, which we know as Loan Officers in Today's Market. I work in the Seattle, Washington market and wanted to get a video out to do a couple of things. Number one, connect with all of you. I know that we all talk and see each other through posts and write funny things and tag each other in photos, one of which I would like to complain to Renee Rodriguez. You can't post me in those pictures, man. That's not appropriate. First of all, I'm not even there. Jeez, what are you doing? Side note. Anyways, to get back to the other things I wanted to accomplish with this video, I wanted to make sure I was asking you guys for your input. You see, the only way that you make it into this group, because it's a secret group, is to be referred in. So somebody else has to know you, and they have to know that you're cool. See, I know plenty of loan officers, but you guys are the only cool ones I know, so keep doing that. Keep referring people into the group. I love the conversations. I love to hear about loan programs I have no clue about. Just different things that are going on inside of the market. Keep the buzz going, and it's also nice just to touch base with all of you. I also want to give you guys some encouragement. This weekend I had the opportunity to attend an event by Kai McBride and Renee Rodriguez, and they put on an event. Well, maybe I should set the stage first. Kai's actually my coach, so I do pay the guy, which we need to talk about that. The last check, my closing, no, just playing, man. Check's good, I promise. Anyways, I want to make sure that you guys know that at this event, I experienced something that was completely different than anything I'd been to before. Now, I've gone to the big events, the small events, the regional events, the statewide events, the whole nine. But this is the only event that I actually went to where I was able to get something and immediately implement it. Let me tell you what I mean by that. There was a story that goes like this. There was a loan officer who decided he was just going to market the heck out of a strategy. And on that strategy, he was going to get all these people who wanted to come in that were first-time home buyers. Now, the loan officer was actually really successful at doing this. He got 100 people at a first-time home buyer seminar. Unless your name is Larry Montani or Derek Egerberg or a couple of guys like that, you really don't see a lot more than maybe 8 people, 4 couples at a first-time home buyer. I'm sure many of you have experienced that. Anyways, this poor loan officer spent so much time with the marketing that when one of his speakers backed out of the seminar, he did this. Wait for it. And in his head, he's thinking, oh my God, what do I do? My speaker backed out. I'm hosed. Well, he eventually made his way through it. That was probably the least, most enjoyable part of the seminar, but it still got done. Now, that loan officer just happened to be me. And that's one of the reasons why I went to that event, was because I wanted to make sure that if I was ever in front of a room full of 100 people, or shoot, 15 people, 10 people, 5 people, I wanted to make sure that I was comfortable enough to speak publicly and do it in a professional manner. Because each day we're in front of people. We never stop talking to people. I'm in front of an iPhone right now, talking to 107 people. We just kicked somebody out of the group. Long story. Anyways, I went to this event, and when I went to this event, I learned so much. Some of the strategies I'm actually using right now, talking to you guys. Make sure that the things that you're investing your time in are worthwhile. That's what I want to get across to you guys. The strategies that they use to help us be successful. Some of the people that were there, Mike Metz, you might know that guy. He did over 9,000 loans. That's a lot of loans. Arjun, who many of you know and probably are the same as me and can't pronounce his last name, he's 33 and started his own bank. Mike Smalley, who's a regional manager for Waterstone Mortgage, got to see some of his head office over there in Minnesota. It was great. You know, these are guys that are moving up the ladder but still took time out for professional development. The sequence was, it was a 3-day intensive seminar that taught you not just how to speak publicly in front of a room, but how the brain works and how it receives information. That way, you might see a speaker who's like a Steve Jobs, Bill Cosby, Jim Rohn, and you might say, gosh, those were awesome speakers. Guys like Tim Brahim. But you may never know why they were such good speakers. or how you could possibly implement and understand that. My first speech that I did was awful. I can't even express to you how awful it was. But by day 3, and after doing my third one, it's not only me that had a dramatic improvement, but I mean, other people that were in the room that I probably didn't think were going to do that hot, it was a transformation where your jaw dropped. I mean, you could talk about, oh, well, I go to Toastmasters, or I go to this, or I try this, or da-da-da. No. What these guys put together was absolutely phenomenal. And I encourage you guys to do that. Also, another big one, we have BP that is coming up in just a couple of months, and that's in November. If we all had to hang out, I guess the only place I would choose for us all to hang out would be in a place like Las Vegas. So I hope all of you show up there and register. I heard the other day on that phone call it was like $695 to go. Granted, Green Valley Ranch, probably not my first choice. I'm more of a Bellagio guy, but whatever, you know, to each their own. I hope to see all of you there, and I'm encouraging you to not just say, oh, well, you know, I don't have enough time, or da-da-da-da-da. No, this is about your business. There are people in our industry that are constantly leaving the business. I don't want you guys to be one of them. After all, I have 107 of you that are cool enough to be in this group. So I encourage you to keep developing, keep growing your business, and I hope to see you guys in Vegas. And I hope you reach out to Kai McBride and Renee Rodriguez and ask them about their next event that they decide to put on, because if it's anything like the last one, for you not to be there is something you can't afford to do. So until then, keep posting. I'll look for them, I'll respond to them, and shoot a video. Please try to make sure it's somewhat appropriate. But remember, we do have a pretty good group of cool people, so when you do that stuff, expect to get razzed a little bit. Hope to hear from you all soon. This isn't working. Okay, awkward.